Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today I'm going to ice dye a t-shirt dress. I bought several of these dresses and they're a beige colored t-shirt dress. And I'm dyeing them a variety of different ways to find out which pattern or design I like the best for this style dress. So I've prepped the dress the way I normally do a t-shirt, and I have it turned inside out. I'm going to grab the bottom corner of the dress and lift it up off of the table and give it a shake, just so that the dress falls naturally. Then I want to start tying the stripes at this corner. So I'm going to begin down at the end, and I'm using sinew to just tie a variety of stripes or lines in the dress. I want the white lines in this dress, so I'm wrapping the sinew around a couple of times and pulling it really tight. Okay, I'm going to speed this part up. But if you'll notice, several times throughout the tying process, I'm going to lift the dress up off of the table and give it a shake just so that it falls naturally and I can tie the stripes that way. I'm also going to vary the distance in between each of the stripes. I'm not going to try to make them all the same. I'll be back when it's time to apply the dye. I'm going to go ahead and set the dress aside for a few days and let it totally dry out before I begin applying the dye. To apply the dye to the dress, I've placed it on top of my rack, but since it's so long, I went ahead and used my silicone cake molds and I just kind of wound it around in a spiral shape. I have silicone cake molds separating the entire dress, so no two areas are up next to each other. To hold everything in place, I've used some wooden clothespins and attach them to my metal rack. I'm dyeing this dress a variety of shades of blue, and so I am going to just randomly apply the colors to each of the different sections on the dress. I'm starting with Wedgwood Blue from Dharma, followed by Deep Space, which is also a Dharma color. I'm trying to be as random as possible with the placement of the colors. I don't want it to look too thought out or planned out. Like I said, I'm kind of doing a geode design. I'm wanting it to look more like something out of nature. So I want it to be as random as I can get it. The next color I'm using is Baby Blue from Grateful Dyes. royal blue from Custom Colors, and lapis from Pro Chemical and Dye. Now that I've placed a little bit of each of the colors on the shirt, I'm going to go back through and add some more of the dye colors to the remaining areas. Once I have the entire dress dyed, I'm going to add a little bit of soda ash over the top of the dye, just to make sure that when the ice melts and runs through the dress, I still have plenty left in it to react with the dye. Then I'm going to load on the ice, and I want to make sure I get ice in all of these small sections in between the silicone cake molds. To add a little bit of dimension and fill in any blank spaces that there might be in the dye, I'm going to add some ecru from Pro Chemical and Dye over the top of the ice. I'm going to do a pretty generous coating of the ecru. Then I'm going to set the dress aside and allow all the ice to melt. After this first layer of ice melted, I came back and added a second layer and allowed it to melt through as well. Then I checked the back of the dress and all of the dye had gone through really well, so I just went ahead and allowed the dress to continue processing for another 24 hours. Then I took it to my utility sink and I began rinsing it in cold water to rinse out any of the soda ash. I gradually warmed the water up to hot and continued rinsing for just a little while. Then I untied the dress and continued rinsing in hot water. I'm rinsing in hot to try to get out any of the excess dye that didn't bond with the dress. Instead of just continuing to rinse for quite a while, I went ahead and added the dress to my sink, put some hot water in the sink, and added a little bit of blue Dawn dish detergent to the water. I allowed the dress to soak and changed out the water when it became cool. I continued the soaking process until the water was almost clear. Then I put the dress along with a little bit of Dharma's textile detergent into my washing machine and washed it using a hot cycle. Then after the dress was washed and dried, this is what it looks like. Okay, so what do you guys think? I think this dress turned out looking really pretty. I really like it. I think that the colors look very natural, that they just kind of flow into one another. And I really like the addition of that ecru in the dress. That's the color that is kind of the taupe type color. It's also the one that has a little bit of green or olive type splits. I really think it does well to fill in and break up some of the blue. Also, one of the blues split into some pink, and most places the pink is very faint. However, underneath in one of the armpits, there's a little bit more of that pink than there is anywhere else in the dress. I don't think it looks bad though. I do like adding the stripes on this dress. I think that it's going to be very flattering to wear. I think this dress would look really cute with a little pair of sandals. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you like the stripes on the dress? Drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you've enjoyed the video, I sure would appreciate it if you would like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.